Greetings, GameCola faithful, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Warrior. In the last episode, we made a ton of progress. We slew the green dragon, we saved Princess Gwaelin, and we reached the bottom of Garen's tomb and found the silver harp, which we exchanged for the Staff of Rain. And now we have found a town in the southwestern area of the world in a desert, and we are about to explore it.
Yeah.
I could hear you pause. In the last episode we slew, was it the dragon or the princess?
Whoa.
I was going to say you had excellent enunciation.
Yes, I was trying to be very careful with that.
I'm also going to say you might want to be very careful with this because...
The Star Wyvern. Uh-oh, okay.
Oh, maybe we should have healed before. Yes, sleep.
Maybe so. Sleep? The spell will not work.
Nope.
It is breathing fire.
I would run.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's heal up. Ouch. Okay, these enemies are strong.
Yeah, so I'm going to say we can just stand here, right? And we can look around. We can see that there's a shop, right? Kind of. We can see there's a walkway, but interspersed with desert and poison swamp, right?
He thinks this town has been destroyed.
Yeah, it is perhaps a sign that this is not a place for us to be currently.
Yeah, maybe,
especially while holding 5,000 gold.
That is very true. I also recall, I believe, the merchants in Tantagle Castle were saying that their place was besieged by the minions of the Dragon Lord. I wonder if that is that.
I forgot about that. That's true.
Meanwhile, there's some hot dog vendor in the other side of the town who's just looking at you sadly as you're walking away.
Yeah. Is his name Butts and Freem? Only true GameCola fans will get that reference.
Yeah.
Man, these Wraith Knights are very strong. Ouch. Uh-oh. What?
You run.
This is the we clearly prepared for this excursion episode.
All right.
Oh, man. What do we want to do?
I think, well, I have a wings. I'm running real low on magic points here.
Yeah.
I think I might wings and take us back to the castle, heal up, get all of our magic back, maybe go purchase another wings.
And some herbs.
Yes, and some herbs,
do we want
indeed.
To walk around just a bit more, just to kind of get an idea?
I am concerned for my life if we continue.
Okay.
If I had more herbs...
I'm concerned for our gold.
Yes, I am. Yes, that's true. Our life is renewable. Our gold is significantly less renewable. It is renewable, but not easily.
Although you did just save not too long ago, right?
Yeah, not too long ago. I did save just before I came over here, so it wouldn't be terrible. It would just ruin the continuity.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of the desert here. A demon knight.
Okay.
He did about the same damage as a wraith knight. So if we fight this guy in a dungeon, is he just going to be completely invisible?
Yeah, right. I think he flashes when you hit him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there is a character that's like that.
Wow, all right.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. You got this.
All right.
Yes, okay.
We're out of here.
I like how ominous that is. As simple as it is, it's effectively just a palette swap of an existing enemy.
Yeah.
But it's so spooky.
Yeah.
So creepy.
It was like, I was like, what is that? Why can't you do that for both my hips and my mips? I need to get me the heal more spell. I don't know at what level I get that. I don't need to know, but
I think if we want to, I'm seeing two paths before us.
yes.
I think if we want to successfully navigate anywhere else, like if we want to explore that town,
Go back to the king.
well, why don't we get the herb and the wing and then save?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So let's head over. I'll need to head over to Cole in order to get the wings, so I might as well just navigate over there.
Yeah.
But I think one thing that we could do is grind in the areas where we can comfortably survive until we level up enough to get the heal more spell. And then we can proceed with more confidence into new areas.
And furthermore,
what's that?
And furthermore, when we do reach that point to level up, especially if we're in the area with gold men, although they won't give us much experience, but good grief, slimes. But we might be able to get the magic armor for 7,700 gold. Yep. Potentially.
So that might be the way to go.
Or save up for more expensive armor, because I think you said there's something that costs 10,000 gold.
Just about. There's a sword that costs just about that much. And yeah, the other thing that we might do, if we want to bust up some gold men and really boost our gold, but not booster gold, because that's a different thing altogether. We could do that, and then do what I talked about some episodes ago, always tying it back to previous episodes.
Well, listen, it's great. We're all about the continuity
doing that mad dash to the best weapon that money can buy.
Right, because you said that is in an area where we're definitely not supposed to be going just yet. So we just have to be running with our tail between our legs here. Our broadsword between our legs? No, that sounds weird. The encounter rate in this game is so weird sometimes. It's just all over the place. Like I was getting...
I mean, again, it does depend on the terrain.
Yeah. I was very much getting absolutely beset by slimes in that early area, just walking on the plains, though, like every couple
and a lot
tiles.
of slimes that don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're that scared of me that you're going to run away right away, don't even engage.
I want to talk to this guy, see if he has anything to say. Oh, okay. I wonder if I have to come see you whenever I have this super special weapon that I'm supposed to get. Because he says specifically it's my weapon that will not be able to defeat the Dragon Lord. Alright, I will buy wings. Maybe even a second wings, honestly.
If you have room.
I should. And herbs. More herbs. More herbs! I'm just stuffing my... I have to buy them one at a time, so... Alright. That has actually eaten considerably into our gold reserves, I suppose, but it was
worth it.
It was a worthy investment, yeah.
I mean, 1 or 2 gold men will earn that back, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. So, there were some gold men back to the...
south on the other side, but let's go back and save, because we didn't save yet.
Yep. Here, let me use those wings.
Because is our current strategy to go fight some gold men and get the magic armor?
I'm still debating whether I should get the magic armor or if I should beeline through the scary region, wherever that is.
Why don't we do this? Go back and save.
Okay.
But why don't we go beat up gold men and then see which happens first? Either we get the heal more spell first, or we get close to 10,000 gold. Whichever happens first, and then we'll beeline.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
Okay.
That seems like a good idea to me. I took the shortcut sort of for the first time between the two little land masses there. That was
Yeah, it's not so bad now, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because the poisonous swamp, only dealing 2 damage to me it's still probably more damage. Well, it might not be more damage. It might be kind of break even at this point versus encountering the enemies. Well, actually, it's probably more damage than encountering the enemies because I basically one-shot them and I move first.
Yeah.
So really, it's just saving me time in exchange for taking damage.
Right.
Okay, let's heal up and restore.
The crystals.
Yes, with the wait, wrong game. I need to
I don't
recover
think
the
I
orbs of light.
mentioned- Sorry, just thinking about Garland. Immediately after we had discussed about how Garland is in every RPG, I was playing. I think I mentioned that I was playing Wanderers from Ys. There is a Garland in that game.
Amazing. Ooh, 394 experience. That's really funny. Speaking of other games that we've been playing, I'm really only familiar with the mainline Dragon Quest series, but I understand that there are some spin-off games. I may have asked this question already. I don't recall. What are the various? Are either of you familiar with the spin-off titles in the Dragon Quest series, and what are they like?
I haven't played any of them, but I know there's Dragon Quest Monsters, and I know there's Dragon Quest Builders.
Right.
Actually, that's a lie. I did play the demo for Builders, and I seem to recall the interface was really awkward. I was having some tremendous difficulty with it to the point where it just wasn't fun, so I gave up.
That's too bad. I've heard people say good things about Dragon Quest Builders and Dragon Quest, especially Dragon Quest Builders 2, if I recall.
Yeah, I've heard good things about 2.
I wonder if they improved upon it.
Definitely played a lot of Dragon Quest Monsters. I think I have a memory cards article that I wrote about that. But yeah, as far as any of the others, not so much. Like, I think I start to mix it up with the Final Fantasy spin-off games, right? Because there's like Chocobo Racing and stuff. I think there's a Dragon Warrior Slime game.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Like Rocket Slime, is that the one?
Is that?
I think there's like a rocket. I swear I remember it was like maybe it was a
sounds
DS
familiar,
game.
but
Diehard Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest fans are just like pulling their hair out right now.
Yeah, we're very sorry.
Man, like I'm over here being like a Gen 1 Pokemon fan. Look,
Well,
the game peaked at Dragon Warrior, right?
that I feel like would be. I mean, I feel like this saying that Pokemon peaked at Gen 1 is about as controversial of an opinion as Dragon Warrior peaked at Dragon Warrior 1. To be perfectly honest. I don't think I've beaten the remakes of Gen 1, and I think those games are actually very excellent, but my personal favorite Pokemon game is definitely Gen 3, the Ruby Sapphire.
Now, remind
Emerald.
me, did we actually find Goldmen on this side of the bridge?
Yes, I just fought one a moment ago.
On this side of the bridge?
On this, I'm pretty sure I have fought Goldmen on this side of the bridge.
I think there are.
There's one here, but that's not. Because I can't imagine that each individual tile in this game is a monster region. I feel like there's probably some overlap, and that crossing the bridge specifically is probably like close enough. I think that on both sides of the bridge, I would expect there to be roughly the same group of enemies, as long as I don't go too far down.
Yeah, I have a feeling you can fight Goldmen over here, but maybe we can kind of walk.
Oh, and you can wander around on the mountains
Ooh.
because that's something different.
A
Because that'll be the
rogue
highest
show
encounter rate.
Oh, I am extremely low on health.
Wow.
You
wanna
guys
just
are
run?
not paying attention to my hips.
Well,
that
because
sounds
you were
weird,
doing
actually.
such a
My
good...
hit points. that phrase sounded a lot weirder than I intended. You guys are not paying attention to my hit points.
Is that what the character was talking about in Earthbound? Stare at my hips.
Yep. Whoops. Man.
So, James, you're a hipster? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, I'm a new age retro hippie. Oh my gosh, this is rough.
Maybe we should stay on the other side of the bridge.
I think you may be right.
That's kind of what I was going for by asking, are there gold men on this side of the bridge, without actually saying it?
Ah, I see. Well, there goes my entire supply of herbs.
Man, and you were not doing a lot of damage on those.
Heal?
Yeah, before we. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, excellent
I
move.
like that was like the don't bother me now. I forgot to heal. Boink.
Ay.
Man, heal just doesn't seem to do what it used to.
It really doesn't. I mean, it does. Like, it does exactly what it always did. It's just
Yeah.
that percentage-wise, that is no longer... I mean, because that's why I really want heal more, so then I don't need to bother with herbs, and I can just use... Well, I mean, it's nice to have a separate reserve. Well, he attacked before I was ready, but missed. That is unfortunate. But then again, I guess it's not any worse than me getting a critical hit and missing. All right. Oh, for crying out loud.
Gold men over here.
Take that. 1 damage, he says.
You can just kind of roam around in a square in this general area.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
How many? I think I used 4 of my 5 herbs against that rogue scorpion.
I have many memories of this exact spot.
The true Dragon Warrior experience right here, folks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have another question, a little conversation question to ask here, which is, have you ever grinded an absurdly not worth it long amount of time to get something early in an RPG or other game, like a piece of equipment that you're expected to come back and buy later? Do you have any interesting stories about doing that?
I mean, I did that in this game. That's how I got the sword that we're going after.
That's what we're doing.
So I think I've told this story before.
Do watch your health.
Perhaps.
Oh, yes, thank you. Usually they don't do that much damage.
Yeah, right? Yeah. But, so my first experience with Chrono Trigger, my brother had borrowed it from a friend of his, and I, one Saturday morning, saw that he had gotten it, and I started playing it very early on in the day. And I played the beginning area, and I really wanted to get, was it the load sword, right? That is available at the weapon shop in the first town, but it's fairly expensive for being, the first town. You're kind of, I'm assuming, expected to come back and get it shortly after.
Yeah.
And so I ground, right? I ground
You ground.
until I got it, and then just as I was finally beginning to proceed with the game, my brother comes out and he goes, "What are you doing? Stop playing that!" And he turns the Super Nintendo off. So, in context, I do not think that grinding was worth it.
Well, yeah, since you effectively, it was immediately negated.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, let's check. Progress update. 136.
Ooh. Now, it is interesting how little EXP the gold men give. I don't remember them giving that little of an amount of EXP.
Yeah, it's like single digits, isn't it?
It's an understandable trade-off.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a more understandable trade-off if you could pick which enemy you were fighting. That would be actually a nice quality of life thing.
Well, you can if you run away.
That's true. But I feel like the gold you would lose out on by running away. Gosh, I'm almost out of hit or magic points here.
This is, I think, the play here might be to fight one more monster, because you have like one more herb yet, right? And then wings back to the castle, heal, save, go get a replacement wing, and then head down here and keep grinding.
Yep.
Because this actually hasn't taken that. I said one more battle.
Sorry, I'm bad at counting.
That's fine. We said one more battle.
We said one more battle.
Or wyverns.
Yep. What do you mean, poor wyverns? They're attacking me.
So, sorry. What is our plan? Sorry, we're
Plan
going
is
straight
to-
for the sword, right? Not
Yeah.
the magic armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not really that close.
And
Because in my
hopefully along
mind,
the
I'm
way,
still thinking about 7,700.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the other thing we could do. We could go for the armor upgrade, which is more within reach, and then progress normally and just fight, and
I feel
level up
like-
more organically. Or we could grind a little bit longer and again see whether we get to, heal more or lots and lots of gold first, and then see if we want to do our crazy pants run over to get the sword, which will then kind of change how the rest of the game plays out up until
I feel
the very
like
end.
getting this sword, right? Like, effectively killing things faster means you get hit less, right?
Yes.
The best
Yeah, because
defense is a
armor's
good
always the
offense.
long game. Weapons are always the short game.
Yeah. And here we are playing the long game
Yep.
to get the short game.
Yeah, see, it has definitely surprised me how, and I think part of it is just because it's a first time playthrough and that I don't really know where I'm going, so I'm kind of meandering a little bit and I don't know how to go through all of the caves and stuff like that, and I'm not, as experienced. I feel like that's definitely prolonged the game here, but I am definitely surprised at how much game is here, even if it's not all necessarily unique game. We're definitely starting to get to the point of, well, now I'm just kind of grinding for the sake of grinding. But I've been surprised at how the last several episodes have all kind of been, like the last 3 episodes, I think, possibly 4, have all been to the end of, let's get down to the bottom of Garen's tomb, let's fight the dragon. And so
Yeah.
there's kind of a blurry line between progress and grinding a little bit. It's not, which I think is a good thing, that we're not just sitting here. I mean, now we are starting to just kind of run around in circles, but previously, up to this point, we have not really just been wandering around in circles trying to find enemies. And I'm glad about that. I've been impressed that this game has not been as much of a grind fest as I was worried it, might be. Okay, now I gotta buy a bunch of herbs again as well.
Oh, yeah.
Can't we just bring you along with your unlimited stock, and then we'll just buy herbs from you whenever we need them?
Yeah, didn't you say that in a later Dragon Quest game there's like a merchant class? Why can't we just use that and just bring a merchant with us and then just have him set up a stall?
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
you have
the tent
wagon.
item, except that it's merchant stall.
Oh man, that would be great.
Actually,
that's a great idea.
That's something that Dragon Quest XI does reasonably well, actually, is that they actually tend to have like a traveling salesperson near the common entrance, or near one of the entrances to some of the major areas of the game.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Although obviously in later Dragon Quest games, like the items that you get from regular item shops lose their
Wait, where are you going? No need to save after that. Let's just plow ahead and go. Well, what are we doing?
I'm coming back from Cole to go to the I saved before we went to Cole.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just coming
going?
back from Cole, and I'm heading over to the western continent.
Where?
So I'm still on the northeast area.
Yeah.
So we're not going to grind for gold anymore to buy anything.
Well, I thought I was going to go back to that previous area where I was grinding.
Yeah.
Did I mistake where you were grinding? I thought you were across near Rimeldar.
No, I was completely off on the opposite side of the world.
Wow.
I was by the mountain cave.
That's why I was suggesting you go over there and get the wing and just keep going, because for some reason I thought you were on the southeastern continent.
Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense. No, I was initially grinding over by the west by the mountain cave.
Did the other town in the northeast actually have wings and herbs that we could buy?
No, they do not.
I don't
Cole
think so.
is the closest town to basically any major port of call it's our port of call.
Yeah.
For wings, unfortunately.
Okay.
Which there are gold men down to the south by Rimeldar, of course, and that's where we would get the magic armor. But if we were discussing getting the
well, that's fine. Let's talk and walk.
All right.
Yeah.
I was just confused because I thought, for whatever reason, the geography made me think of the south.
Mm-hmm.
The deserts and everything, yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't gotten I mean, obviously it's harder to get lost on the overworld while I'm the one playing, but to get distracted in a conversation and just stop and realize, wait, where are we again?
Well, I'm doing pretty well considering that I got up from a not long enough nap right before recording this, and having not really had a proper dinner yet, having had the leftovers of the leftovers, which weren't quite a full meal, and then grabbing a snack between episodes of crackers and cheese, and just trying to sustain myself.
Well, all things considered, I feel like it's been pretty good. I mean, like I said, I'm very pleased that overall I think things have remained pretty engaging. Hopefully, indeed.
Yes, what do you think? Say in the chat what you think. Or
Yeah.
comments. Like and subscribe.
Yep. Check out the VOD.
Ring a bell somewhere.
Just generally, it's fun.
Smash the thumbs up. Smash your thumb into the screen.
Smash that scorpion.
Smash that scorpion. Well, no, this isn't Earthbound.
Yeah.
Smash! That's another aspect of just the really fun writing. It's just
Why write something boring when you have the opportunity to write something interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're almost in the other sort of monster region here.
I've never actually sat down to play Mother /
Level
Earthbound
up.
0 /
Yay!
Level
Origins.
Power by 6, response speed by 7, max hit points by
Ooh.
7. Oh,
Nice.
and I've learned a new spell. Is
Did
it
we do it?
Return?
Oh yeah, so now we don't need wings.
Okay, great.
Still
Great,
good
we
to
just
have one
bought
wing
some.
in reserve.
Yep, in case we
I think
run
we
out
have
of MIPS. All right, well, it's not heal more, but hopefully that's coming soon. So out of curiosity, where is the place? So the sword that I would want to get would be 10,000 gold, yes?
Just about.
Okay.
It's like 98.
Okay. And let's just...
Now,
I forgot
is
how...
a bit of a run.
It is.
Okay.
Again, it would be like a death wish kind of run. Odds of success would be low, but if you can pull it off, it's very gratifying.
All right. Well, I do enjoy a fun little...
And if we want to be cheaty-faced, we do have save states, I'm sure.
Yes, we do. Even, yeah. I've actually...
I mean, we've mentioned it on the podcast.
I think we have, podcast. Yeah. If people watch the stream of Crystallis last year, then they would have seen I did definitely make heavy use of that in the last portion of the game. Because while I am playing this on real hardware, this is not an actual Dragon Warrior 1 cartridge. This is an EverDrive N8 Pro, which has the wonderful functionality for save stage, which up until now has mainly just been used in the event to basically keep a secondary save in the event that I need to redo a recording episode for some horrible reason, which thankfully we have not. And I would like to avoid using that, but also it would definitely at least save on time from, having to reset the console and walk all the way back. So, I don't know. I might consider it. I'm not. That's an interesting. That's another interesting topic for discussion. How's my health? Looking fine. There's no one in the forest I can talk to. But
what if we discovered a secret NPC?
That would
because
be
you accidentally
hilarious. All right, here's a gold man. Okay. Actually, here's what I was gonna ask though: is do you guys feel like it's not fair to use things like save states for these old games, because that's not something that you would have been able to do back in the day? That was not the experience that players were expected to be able to have. Like, the games were not designed with that in mind.
At the end of the day, the point of the game is to have fun, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
So if that's a way of making older games accessible to people who don't have the skill to play them or don't have the patience or the time to play them, I'm okay with it. There's some games that do waste your time and don't have good checkpointing or punish you too badly for failure, or, were derived from arcade games that were meant to eat your quarters and then didn't update that to accommodate for you being at home playing these games and you're not feeding quarters to your NES,
Mm-hmm.
So I am totally fine with it.
Mine's really rattly for no reason then. Dang. I just shake it, and you just hear a bunch of coins rattling inside. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I agree. Oh no, I agree. Is like, unless we're talking about competition somehow, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel like using save states is really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And I think if you want the honest experience, you can still have the honest experience. You don't have to use save states. That is just an option. It is a tool at your disposal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's like I think that well said with all that, because that's kind of how I feel about it. Is that it's you play games to your own set of standards, and if you want to use some additional tools that people might not have had, who's to say that that's necessarily wrong? I find something amusing about the wolf casting stop spell, and it says the spell will not work. Oh yeah, because you stopped. Wait, no, hang on, that's not right. Stop spell. All right.
Then the game becomes a spelling bee, but it kind of self-sabotages because all of this is in text, and you're not being verbally told what word to spell, so you just recap it exactly as it's written on the screen.
Yeah.
That's one thing about, thinking about Jeopardy for the NES, of needing to be precise in your spelling. or else the game just won't recognize what your answer is.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if I've mentioned this, whether it was on a podcast or what. I'm gonna need to heal here in a second. Family Feud for the Super Nintendo has the wonderful way of parsing your arbitrary text input that you can do for answers by simply checking letter by letter, and each letter that it finds that is in the answer progressively is all that it cares about. So if you have, you can have any letters in between, but as long as it sees in order the letters that it wants for the answer, it will count that as correct.
What?
So there is a tool-assisted speed run of Family Feud for the Super Nintendo where somebody where it says like name a profession that starts with B, and they say like butt scratcher, and then it goes ding, correct, butcher. And like that it's and it gets completely ridiculous because they're like writing out whole short sentences, and then it's like a 5-letter word answer, and it's all
in a
because
speed run.
In a tool assisted speed run. It's called there's a tag.
No, but I'm trying to wrap my head around the part where the speed run is providing more letters than are in the
necessary.
answer.
Yeah. And that's which is a tag often used on speedruns, which is it says, you know, that it wastes time for entertainment factor.
So then it's not a speed run.
Well, here's the other thing:
it is an accelerated gameplay video, but it's not a speed run.
The alternate acronym for TAS is actually Tool Assisted Super Play.
Okay, that I can live with.
Yeah, that, which I believe I think that is, I think actually they were originally called tool assisted super plays, but then they were so often used for speed running because the whole thing is that you have faster than human reaction time and reliability. So they often became used for speed runs, but theoretically they can be used for any purpose. It's just basically building a series of inputs on, you know, in a script basically that you can then execute and replay repeatedly and reliably. So, but yeah, it's absolutely hilarious to see all of the goofy things that you can type. You know, like, I can't remember what all of the like correct answers that what they typed corresponds to, but I just remember a bunch of the things that they typed. It's like scuba diver, but better, and like just all sorts of goofy, all sorts of ridiculous things.
I'm surprised that it lets you type in that many characters.
Oh, yeah, no, it has like, you know, like probably 20 to 30 character input or something. Wow. Like it's crazy. What were you
going to say? We don't know how many MIPS it takes to cast Return yet. I want to say it's 8, might be 12 at the most. But why don't we keep like 12 MP loose so that we can test that spell out?
Okay.
Rather than use an item for it.
Sounds like a plan. I do have a bunch of herbs handy, so if I want to like really stretch out this grinding session, I can definitely. Man, I'm defeating goldmen pretty quickly now. I'm very happy.
Yeah, right.
And that's true. You only need to go to the town right next to the castle if you want to restock on herbs.
Yes, that much is true.
A pause, a moment to breathe.
Yeah, I felt like we've been kind of talking nonstop, and you know what? Sometimes just.
Well, there's a difference between. Sorry, what, Jetty?
Oh, enjoy the music.
Yeah. That we definitely have not been enjoying for the last several hours because we've been talking over it. But now in this moment, so many hours later, we've chosen. Now we can enjoy the music.
Yeah.
There's a difference between dead air and giving the audience a breather. And giving the participants a breather.
Time to drink some water. You know, I can respect that. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it's kind of fun as well, talking a little bit about the sort of the behind the scenes aspects of, you know, what goes into making this sort of thing. I enjoy talking about that, even on, you know, on air, quote unquote, so to speak. There is definitely a delicate balance for a game like this where we want to give, you know, we want to be engaging and entertaining, but also not to just be constantly assaulting people with commentary.
Yeah, and I do wonder... Sorry, cut you off again. Go ahead, Jetty.
Oh, no, I was going to change the subject slightly. Go ahead.
Okay. I do wonder, for anybody watching these videos, are people actually sitting down and watching these videos, or do people have it on the background as a podcast and maybe look over at the video occasionally, or do people have this as I'll watch as long as it's interesting, as long as the gameplay is interesting, and then I'll fast forward to the next time when anything happens? I am curious to know how people consume this content, because we've looked at the numbers. There are people watching these videos, allegedly. And maybe they're all bots.
For some reason.
Yeah. I mean, these
and I don't
days
want to be too self-deprecating. Again, my philosophy behind making videos is make something that is fun for me to make, and then anybody who is like-minded should hopefully enjoy it as well, and or create the kind of content that I wish existed.
Yeah, that's kind of how I mean, I think we've had this exact conversation once before, but for the people who fast forwarded
through that conversation.
Yeah, right. or who, you know, who just found GameCola through this specific episode being recommended to them, because occasionally YouTube will just give you video series that you haven't started watching, and it's like 10 episodes in or whatever, and and you're like, what is going on here?
So we are almost there, right?
We are very close to 10,000 gold. Whoa, very close. I didn't even... I was paying more attention to my health than my gold count.
Yeah.
That didn't take long at all.
Yeah, like, do we want to try to sneak in another couple gold men, and then
I think so. I've got plenty of herbs in my inventory.
So yeah, like I said, I believe it's 9,800. We're gonna get a good chunk from this, and I think actually, if we scoot back to town, heal, save, get our herbs. Yeah, we're good. Now we can afford it.
All right, return.
Yep. So now begins the madness.
Okay.
So now begins the madness after we heal up and everything.
I'm gonna grab herbs first, then heal.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah. Because I think we can fight normally until we get to about where we were just grinding. And then cross the bridge and run away from everything.
Understood.
And if we can't run on a first attempt, then we make the decision of, well, do we stand here and try and fight this thing, or do we keep trying to run?
Okay.
At least that's how I usually do it.
Now, I have put us slightly below budget here, but I assume
that's fine. We will fight a couple of things getting over there.
Yeah. I wonder how much we've saved by never going to the inn.
That's a good question, honestly.
Well, if you think that we've saved at least once every episode on average, right? And if you think about how much gold on average it costs, you know, it's cheaper here, but we've spent a lot of our time in the pricier areas, and you multiply that by the number of episodes we've had, I think you'll get a pretty close number.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me think about in Dragon Quest VIII, relatively early on, you get access to an area that's the Riverside Chapel. It is where healing is only 10 gold, which is not the cheapest place. The first starting town is only 8 gold, but basically for warping to somewhere that is literally just an inn and church, a place where you save, you're just right there, as opposed to having to walk into a town and go to those two respective places. This is all just, it's a church within an inn, and you're right in front of it when you use your spell or your Chimera Wing to travel there. So it's incredibly easy to access and convenient, and one of the cheapest places. And so in my current run through of Dragon Quest VIII, I've got a new memory card that I've guy.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
I just remembered something.
What's that?
Do we have holy water?
Oh, right. Yeah, we have one. We should have one. The fairy water.
Fairy water.
Fairy water.
Yeah, okay.
So we can use that to reduce the encounter rate.
Okay, good idea.
It won't last the whole way.
Right. And we'll probably want to set it down when we get to the area.
I forget because they have this in different games. I forget if it only shoos away the low-level monsters so they don't pester you, or if it reduces the encounter rate of all monsters.
I know in later Dragon Quest games it does. It only shoos away the weaker monsters.
But still.
And the flickering is really intense right now on the. It's not. It kind of comes and goes. I think the sync of the video signal is kind of jittery, and so that can cause weird. It's fascinating the weird quirks in some of these old consoles video signals. But
yeah.
What I was gonna say with my earlier story is that I'm starting on a new memory card for this playthrough of Dragon Quest VIII, and I was amused to find that I was making saves. You know, you're given basically 20 save files in that game, which you can either all save to one playthrough, or you can have individual playthroughs to save to each file. It's up to your choice. But I realized that I had filled up an entire page of 5 slots with just saving, because it tells you where you saved. And so it say they were all saved at the Riverside Chapel. Basically, as soon as I got access to it, I was saving every single time I stopped playing. I was saving at the Riverside Chapel, and I just found that very amusing. That I was always,
that's funny.
Even though really in the grand scheme of things, the extra gold is not that expensive. It was enough that I would always make a habit out of saving at the place. Is this? Oh, you know what? Tell you what. Before I do anything, purist gamers, look away now. Okay, you can look back. Nothing's happened.
Also,
do not adjust your television set.
Purist gamers, do we want to tell him how to get to the place?
Oh yeah, I don't know where I'm going.
Basically, just follow the path. Don't go into the desert town. Just basically go straight south, and then when you hit a wall, go east.
Okay.
That's more or less what you're doing here. But yeah, try and, as best you can, stay off of the high encounter hills. It's okay to walk through, like, one, because that's more efficient.
Whoa!
But,
ow, run away. Okay.
Yep. Stop, stop, stop. Heal after everything.
Okay.
And this would be a good time to throw on the fairy water if you haven't yet.
Oh, yeah.
I've already cast it down. So do I need to go? There seems to be a fork here, left or right?
Oh, gosh. I don't have a map handy. Let me fix that.
Yeah, I would go left and then south and then right.
Okay, so go through the hills and not through the forest.
Or yeah, no, don't go through the hills. Go through the forest.
Go through the forest.
Like I said, go straight south. Just keep going south.
Okay.
And when you hit a wall, go right, and then keep going south till you can't go south no more.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna fight this Wraith Knight. Yes, excellent move. All right, and now heal up. Wow, 104 gold from the Wraith Knight. That's impressive. I did not realize they gave you that much. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that it's kind of almost to the point of
so
where
now head down
the
from
Dragon
here.
Was.
Keep going south as often as you can.
And yeah, yep.
I see another bridge.
Yeah, we're gonna go over that way.
And normally I wouldn't be too pedantic about movement, but make sure every step counts. Don't take any extra steps that aren't necessary. Don't overshoot. Just because that could be the difference between living and dying.
Yes.
Pretty well so far, I think.
Yeah. And this might actually be a good place if you want to do another quick save.
Okay. Oops. One superfluous movement.
What did I say? What did I just say?
It was as a result of the doing the okay, 26 damage. Okay, heal.
You're fine. We're doing great.
Okay.
Wow,
Top.
we have so many hit points. Continue.
Yep, cross that bridge.
Do we?
Fairy water has lost its effect. Not that it seemed to be doing all that much anyway.
No, sorry. I think that we want.
No, I'm a horrible liar. Turn back.
Oh, jeez.
I got the wrong bridge with the wrong swamp. All is lost. I'm ignoring my own advice. I made you take so many extra steps. Heal.
Yikes.
Whoa, werewolf.
Oh,
Heal.
Heal.
The problem is, I have the video share on full screen, and I don't have like my phone up with a map on it or anything. I'm tabbing
here's
between.
Another swamp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Now we're fine.
I'm gonna go south.
Right there.
Yeah,
That's where we want to
there
go.
you
Heal, heal, heal.
And
Now.
now, do you do? Wait, no. Well, you're allowed to run.
Yep,
Oh,
but
That's so weird.
this is so. Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
We know a little bit about this
Collaborate and
before we go in here. We have
Yeah.
heard tell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, should I use the flute?
Hey.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Quietly, Golem closes his eyes and settles into sleep. I assume I should destroy him, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, he woke up.
What?
Ow!
But the
Whoa.
flute will work again.
Albeit tediously. Alright, I'm gonna heal. Let's herb.
Oh, come on.
Ow!
Yikes.
Well, don't forget, we're not supposed to be here right now.
That
and
is
also,
true.
and also, this is like one of the bosses of the game. And we know how well we did against the green dragon that was a boss of the game before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ow!
Man, what a jerk.
I didn't even get a chance to attack him. I was too busy healing.
Yeah. Why is he gotta be like
Oh,
that?
I really should have save stated before I did this.
Yeah, we're
You
close.
just needed to take more flute lessons, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
You know, not playing sleepy enough.
Ouch!
Oh man. Why is he being this way?
I'm getting
I don't
really
ever
bad
remember an
luck.
encounter with this golem where it woke up so frequently.
Yeah.
Oh my
what?
gosh.
What? Yeah, I don't remember it being like this.
I mean, realistically, the RNG could trigger every turn, and you could never
Yeah.
get a shot off, but this is just unusual.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go.
I have
go.
no more herbs.
This is a good time for an excellent
Yes.
move. Yes! Good.
Yeah.
You had
Nice,
all of
okay.
5 and 8.
All right,
Hooray.
now.
Now. Also,
I was just waiting to see the title screen, like, oops, I reset.
Yeah, dang it. Welcome to Cantlin, the castle town.
So see, you made it, and we didn't even need to save state for that, but it was nice to have that peace of mind.
Oh, you
Okay.
can get the bamboo pool here.
All right, great. That's what I was saving up for.
Best town.
Said that many have held Erdrick's armor. The last to have it was a fellow named Wynn.
What?
But then he died in battle, so we called him Lost.
Ah. Magic keys. 98
Oh,
gold.
98.
No, you will not see me later. Weapons and armor. Wow!
Hey, there we go.
Flame sword.
Flame sword.
Yeah.
I will buy thy broadsword for 750 gold. All
I forgot
right.
about that. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I couldn't
Maybe
buy
later.
anything more if I wanted to. Wow. All right. 'Tis said that the Dragon Lord hath claws that can cleave iron and fiery breath that can melt stone. Dost thou still wish to go on?
No.
Nah.
But thou must.
Yeah, but thou must. Yes, thou art truly brave. Let's see what happens if I say no. That is
Just turns the
good.
game
No
off.
one will say thou art afraid.
It's funny.
But
It would be horrible if he said, "Good, I'll shut your game off now for you."
that's
Yeah, exactly.
that's legitimately why I was a little bit worried. What?
Oh, do we not want what? Search?
What? Why is this
So-
here?
So, because we've learned something from this random nook, also it provides balance to the visual of the town, but we've learned something from this random nook.
Yeah. That you can step inside a building.
Yes.
Okay, the dragon
Or
scale.
perhaps been
wings.
reminded of something.
Yes. Come buy my radishes. They are fresh and cheap. Buy thy radishes today.
Okay.
What shall I get for thy dinner? Radishes.
Yeah, obviously.
I know nothing.
What? Do we want to get herbs from the herb guy?
Yeah, shortly. Oh, wow. Oh.
Mm.
To learn how proof may be obtained that thy ancestor was the great Erdrick, see a man in this very town.
Wow.
Interesting.
It's me, I'm talking about me. Come
Yes,
back, youngster.
Yes, come back. All right. Just checking how many magic keys. Plenty.
And you can buy, what, almost 10 keys?
There's no one
Yeah,
there.
if we needed more. Well,
Dude, come on back.
Please.
please, sir,
Come on.
can someone get the
Come
shopkeeper's
on.
attention,
No, back over here, please.
Ring the bell.
please? Yeah,
Can I,
ring
like,
that bell
talk you
icon.
through this?
blow the fairy flute.
Hello.
Sir.
Come
Hello?
on.
And you watch, you
Yeah,
talk
thank
to
you.
him and he's gonna be something like, "I sell turnips," and that's it.
Yeah,
Uh,
you used a key to get in. Sir.
ah,
I
get
wonder if there's
over
anything actually
here.
programmed in that chest. Like if
That's an
if,
interesting question. I would be curious to know what is inside the chests that you cannot access. Because I'm sure, yay!
My grandfather Wynn once had a shop on the east side of Hawksness. That's another place I've never been. Oh, actually,
Okay, so
Hawksness
now-
might be the destroyed town.
Yes, that was confirming. That was what an NPC previously mentioned, named that town by name, hence naming it. But now we have some dots we can connect.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. I am
can
going to
you
have to go
walk to
through
the right-
this thing,
Yeah.
which is going to require a lot of healing.
Yeah, maybe we should go
I
to the
should
inn.
save
I
at the
guess.
end. Or not save at the end, but heal at the end. 100 gold per night. This is
Yikes.
extortionate, but I will pay it.
It is one torso of a gold man per night.
Yep.
He's literally made of money.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Oh man, that's rough.
I have half a mind to suggest save stating again before we wander into the barriers.
Well, okay, so we
Maybe,
can take 4
honestly.
steps, right?
Yeah, I can take 4 steps before I need to heal. All right.
And then 10 every 4. Yeah, well, just try to go down.
Isn't it
yeah, I feel like you
15?
should if you go. Yeah, there. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I got panicked. Every time the screen goes black, I'm like, uh-oh, we lose power. What
Yep.
happened?
No, we're good.
So, yeah.
So I have. Oop. Hang on. I paused the game by accident. I have 70.
Yeah.
yeah,
1, 2, 3,
15.
4. Yeah. So now heal the full, and then you're gonna need to heal the full again to talk to the guy.
Although, I forget, can you cast outside while you're in a town?
I don't think I've tried that.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, this should have been the last place where we went. Because then either outside or return, if one of those worked.
Well, that was weird. It didn't
Yeah.
change to red until I cast heal.
That's funny.
I had 6
but
hit
it doesn't-
points.
Yeah, it doesn't register your hit points when you walk through barrier.
I mean, the other thing you could do is just heal after every step.
Yeah. Let us wish the warrior well. Met the light be thy strength. Thou may go and search. From
Oh.
Canticle Castle, travel 70 leagues to the south and 40 to the east.
This is important.
That's by the
Leagues.
crow flies.
I appreciate leagues.
Yeah. I'm going to take a screenshot of this with my fancy tools.
You'll take a Polaroid picture.
Yep. Let me. Yeah.
Of the screen.
Man. All right. Well, let's see if I can cast outside. Nope, and
Oh,
it
no.
wastes the MP.
Yep.
Whoa!
You were going.
I mean, theoretically, I could have just reloaded my state anyway because I got
Yeah.
the information I needed.
Yeah.
But we're trying to be as honest as we can be within the parameters of how honest we care to be.
Yeah, I'm getting very bad luck on these heal casts here.
I think we're good, right? We can make it.
Yes.
Yeah, with that, we'll make it out. Phew. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, time to sleep again.
Yep,
I've been up
another
for
100
5
gold.
minutes. It's time to go back to bed.
Yep, that's another
Sorry, you can
100
only
gold I
have-
have to pay.
One long rest per 8 hours.
Luckily,
And this inn
isn't-
doesn't even have beds, so you're paying 100 gold just to sit on the corner of the brick.
Yeah, well, none
Yeah.
of the inns have beds. They're all just...
But this one especially doesn't have beds.
You have to walk through
Yeah.
sand to get in there as well. Have I talked to her?
I don't think you've talked to anybody down here.
Some fairy water.
Yeah, replace what we got. Or not.
Well, I mean, I suppose. The inventory space is very limited right now.
Fair. That's fair.
And since it really only wards off the little ones that would probably run away or be one-shot anyway.
I felt like. Oh, man, actually, I don't know whether I would say that it worked or not, right?
Hey, it's
Hey, it's
Nestor!
Nestor. What?
Nice. Great. Wonderful. 'Tis said that Erdrick's sword could cleave steel. Apparently so can the
Interesting.
Dragon Lord's talons.
Well, no, that was iron.
Oh, okay, so we can get magic armor here. What a huge jump in price. The broadsword was 1,500 gold. The flame sword
Yeah.
was 9,800 gold.
So, I guess we've, yeah, you could talk to that guy.
Grandfather used to say his friend Wynn had buried something of great value at the foot of a tree behind his shop. Oh. Now, the
So-
golem, I assumed, is not going to come back because I've defeated him, correct?
Let's not risk it.
Yeah.
Why don't you zoop back to town and
Okay.
save?
Should I
No,
wings
no, no.
or
Spell.
should I...
Spell.
Oh,
Spell.
yeah, spell.
Because if you have spare wings, you'll use the first one the next time you're out of MP and need to wing back.
Yeah.
And or you can just use that as a burner item slot to, if you need inventory space, that's a good one to just chuck.
Yeah, that's true.
But no sense using it unless you actually need it.
Yep. All right. However, I think this might be a good stopping
Yeah.
point for this episode.
Yeah,
go.
and then we can get stuff done next time.
Yeah. Because we sure didn't get anything done today. Wait. 1,380 points. All right.
Man, the Imperial Scrolls of Honor.
Even when we two are parted by great distances, I shall be with thee.
I wonder if that alternates.
Maybe every time you visit. Could be.
Cool.
All right.
So next time.
We will see you all next time.
So next
Yeah.
time.